likes this guy. I sometimes like to share water with him. Beneath the mane of coarse hair, Warden Indrix's lips move without issuing forth any sound. Perhaps the formation of litany invoked in the name of a vengeful god serves. The coarse hair grows in an uninterrupted mass down his torso, that of a human, but broader, more taut, with more muscle than any man's, and disappearing only behind a sash of his kilt. But for the Mayor Natu, the warden himself knows the circumstances of Indrix's estrangement from his kin, for no one dares mention it, lest they draw the warden's ire. One of his great curling horns has been cleanly coven from his head. However, that same horn, along with several others, hang from his belt, slung low about Indrix's hips, giving him the distinction of being the only warrior to bear his own appendage as a trophy. Loved by the Fellowship of Wardens and Pariahs, admired by the villages of Kayakua, and hated by goat folk for some reason he won't share. Fifth Wall. Thank you very much for that tier 1 subscription. Cheers. Jack, can I get a couple beers for that? We're going to share water with them, because fuck the goat folk. Their thirst is mine, my water is yours. Your reputation with the Fellowship of Wardens has increased to -25 because they love Warden Indrix and Goldfolk Pariah. Your reputation with Pariahs have increased by 100 because they admire Warden Indrix, the Goldfolk Pariah, and your reputation with the villagers here increased by 100 because they despise the Warden. The Goldfolk continue to hate me more. That's fine. It's fucking. That's 4th wall, not 5th wall. Close. So let's speak with Warden. Why are you called Pariah? Make haste, traveler. Speak nothing of that name to me. You are warned. I will ravage your nimble heart. Oh, is he killing me now? I didn't realize he attacked you. I thought he gave you one more warning. I'm going to turn on my bubble and vanish. Bye-bye. And then go back in. Now, is he hostile still? I wonder. Yep. I just fucked up the whole quest line. Although, he's got that heart icon, which means his adrenaline's still flowing. Let's just give him a week. I've pissed him off before, but... roasted boar. No, I don't want to check it out. I'm leaving. You didn't realize it was that easy to hose the quest? Neither did I. Like I said, I thought it gave you one more chance. No. There's a lot of goat folk villages there. Oh, see, now he's no longer pissed at me. You just have to leave. Okay. Why are you called Pariah? Speak nothing of that to me. You were warned. Okay, Dad. I am in search of work. Gah! There's but one task I know to offer, but it is most treacherous. Yeah, you just got to give him like a week. But it is most treacherous. In all likelihood, you will perish. Is your interest waned? No, continue. There's a river just south of the village that runs eastwardly. I feel like I should be like 2 or 3 levels higher to do this quest, though. That runs eastwardly course into the jungle. Along its bank lies a goat folk village. There resides a mighty shaman, Manum Soul Drinker. He is in possession of a talisman of great power, an amaranthine prism that refracts the psyche of its handler. By the way, has anybody done it? Out of curiosity? You know what I mean. Has anybody here done it? A psychic prism of its handler, in much the same why it's as Mayor Natu has explained it to me. Common prism reflects light. The thing is cursed, traveler. No man or goat may safely wield it for long. You must travel to the village and retrieve the prism from Manum by any means necessary. Do you understand? Why don't you retrieve it yourself? Because Traveler Manum is my elder brother, and he would discern my presence before I could strike. There is firstly, Manum will likely have several gold folk under his enthrallment, and they will protect him at all costs. Secondly, take care to stay out of Manum's reach, for his power is most potent when he may lay hands on you. Finally, you will recover the prism and do not under any circumstances wield it. I needn't warn you of the consequences. You should learn to return to me bearing that charm. That is all. Are you willing? That's continuing, Yoba. Thank you, by the way. I am willing. Accept the quest. We'll try. We'll see what we can do. Mayor Nuntu. Be still, muse wanderer, and welcome to the village of Kayakuya. Have some mulled mushroom cider. I'm actually curious. Who likes you? Oh. Why did you insult horses' wagons? A toga wraps his hulking bright fur frame, and a broad brim shades his wise widened eyes. A sedentary life has sapped some of his ape strength. Burly shoulders slouch their weight into the walking stick. A belly swells the linen around his waist, and plump, slopping cheeks rim a warm, welcoming grin. You're an ape. An albino ape. Correct. Why do you call... can you tell me about this place? We're a withered... We are watered by the river Spry, and we pluck the fruit of the wood, we hunt. The worshippers of the Ouroboros whittle and brood too. They will pay you no mind unless you ask them. Here you can be with friends or muse alone. It is if it's trade and goods that interest you, take a gander at Jarl's wares in the northwest corner, and the odd croissants too. The odd one croissants too, if you can scry them in the bush. I must warn you, however, cast no villainous shadow on these grounds. Warden Indrix will be watching. Who is Jarl? Jarl is a harmless cucumber vine. They came to Kayakuya a few years ago after the last consortium chandler, a wicked little Heinrich named Pasigo, suffered something of an incident in Toro's defense. Sligo couldn't have berated someone with claws so close in resemblance to pruning shears at any length. Jarl stocks a plethora of goods, and you will be satisfied with your visit. Where is Crowsong? Oh, another one of our dwellers. I won't speak to what Crowsong's deal is, but you can find him and ask yourself. And who is Indrix? Warden Indrix is one of the most ferocious warriors I've ever met. Once upon a time, he and his brothers gorged themselves on flesh of beasts by starlight, but now I count myself lucky to call him my warden. Some believe he is a sour kind, though I assure you he is but a victim of his goatish nature. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Yoba. Now you have a Fey Dwarf screaming for shit that we have in the fort. You're right next to stockpile. Just watch over and grab them. They're probably being picky about specific things. And they probably want it in a specific order. Like, if they're asking for skeletons, just butcher a fresh skeleton for them. Why do you call it your village? Ah, bad habit. It's a possessive feeling. I should work to scrub myself of, perhaps. But I am its mayor, and I have been for some time. You see, years ago, I deserted my people, and we were two different minds. They desired nothing but to bludgeon everything to death, while I asked, what is the nature of the thing we bludgeon, or the act itself? Recognizing that my answers lay elsewhere, I cast myself into the swell of the wilds as a sailor from Perth with no windward casts their snip to the whims of the pale sea. Continue listening. Some years ago, 20 ago, I came upon these mushroom huts and their goodly inhabitants. They are a people full of earthen poetry, and I was charmed by the warmth they welcomed me with. Surely I owed my acceptance at first to the accountance I share with their mighty God, but they soon grew to love me, and I them. I've remained here ever since in contemplation of those questions that first stirred me all these years ago. Have you heard the news about the Gerslings on Cud's surface? The watervine farmers in Yapa confirm it's true. As far west as Yapa, you say? Oh, grim. We found the remains of pale things in the mouth of the Savvy. Does the gyre widen again? Is there work to be found around here? Speak to the warden. Yeah, this dude's like just an old monk, basically. So we have the warden's quest. Actually, I forgot to trade with Krosong. The oddball. I don't know what a bop is, but he's got sliced bop cheek, 4 servings of it. All right, Why are you lighting up? Have I not gone there yet? Hold up. Some ruins nearby. Sure, I'll drop in and drop out. So I have the warden's task now, so we could do his quest. But I'm not convinced I can kill... Okay, I did go there. I'm not actually convinced I can kill the thing. I don't quite think I'm strong enough. Uh-oh. Leeches. Let's read some descriptions. Leeches, easy. Reticle dots lattice its gooey worm back, and the sucker bells and pinch the air. The blood itch. I'm well aware of what it means, yes. I've played this game more than once, and there are folks from Russia who watch my streams. Trust me, I've been informed. Peek at this statue off at a distance. Under Rusef, Gross and Repilian, acting against prohibition on the practice of worshipping the stars, Rusef led an army to the gates of the Almond Porch, and there he defeated his brothers in battle and liberated its citizens. And they crowned the Sultan, and they crowned him the Sultan of Cud. We got a new piece of history. Let's see if I can saw it off. Not quite yet. Okay, you scary. What are you shooting at me with? You know, if I can kill this goat folk bully. I think actually I'm just going to get out of here. Not really benefited from staying there. Discover a village, really. Huh. I found Agashur, one of their friendly villages. Huh. So this is one of the randomly generated villages. Let's explore the random village. And that music basically means everybody here is friendly. It appears to be populated with intelligent fish, but we'll find out in a minute. Based on all the water everywhere. Ooh, there's tools. Yeah, looks like intelligent fish I can speak with. Cool. Random quest lines. Let's go. Is that a cat statue? A shrine to Yamid, sextant and Carillion. On the night of the full moon, a babe was found swaddled in otherworldly map. In each hand, with an otherworldly map in each hand by a group of fish in the consulate precinct of Tepur. They took her into their fold and fostered her, and she became known as Yamid, wandering hare of fish. Okay. The fish have a cat statue. Yep. It's a very wet town. And there's a carved diptych on this object. Okay, so a narrative is confined and etched into the boundaries of the stone to the reductive duality of its form. This object is a monument to the scene from the history of the village of Agashur. On the night of the full moon, a historian from Agashur voyaged through the land rotted by the salt water. There he visited a yurt and met a cleric who taught him the way of slinging and running. He returned home and taught what he had learned to the family of Agashur. There's another one. The judgment of Yamid revealed to the people that Agashur through the practice of slinging and running. Okay, so the judgment of Yamid was revealed to the people of Agashur through the practice of slinging and running. So that character taught these people the practice of slinging and running, which made them form this village, sort of, I think. We're learning history about this village while running around and staring at all their art. Still auto-exploring. Haven't seen everything yet. Not sure what I've missed, but I'm more curious about how they sling. All right, let's speak to peoples. Well, they have a clay oven. We might as well go try the local delicacies. We are hungry, after all. They all have their own unique meals, see? Algae on top of thick crock jerky with pickle water and crock jerky. Also stone, thank you. I learned something every day. Whenever you drink fresh water, there's a 25% chance you get plus 40 max HP for 1 hour. Jesus Christ. Nutep. The legendary glowfish. I'm looking for work. Praise the cast wraith that you are here, friend. I have a charge for you. Recently, I journeyed to a secluded pig farm and lost Slingwick, the Iron Vine Reaper, to hide in the water. I must get hold of it. If you fetch it for me, I'll pay you for your work. Will you do it? Okay. I now apparently have the location of a secluded pig farm in my inventory. Let's go speak with the warden. Who is Warden Du Hauhu, who's a little guy. Okay. The knoll. I love the fact that the mayor here is just a fish. I mean, of course. Welcome to the village of Agashur Nomad. Here you will find shade and vettel along with other provisions to help you better scour the rust caves for treasure. As long as you are respectful, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. Live and drink. Who likes you? Okay, so you're liked by the villagers of Agashur and Fish, disliked by the villagers of Taropapa for disapproving of their famous theorem, and disliked by the villagers of Quadramod for burning one of their liege's in effigy. It's very impressive that a fish burned somebody. I just gotta point that out. I'm impressed. No, I don't want to do a water ritual with you, actually. I guess that's everything we can do. Oh, actually, there's another statue I can look at. There's that one. While traveling to the consulate, the precinct, the Yamid lost control of her chariot and drove it off a cliff. Fortunately, a group of nearby glassblowers came to her rescue, and moved by their kindness, Yamid enrolled in a local workshop as an apprentice. Okay. See where this Vine Reaper is. Trying to spot it. It's got to be somewhere on the map. I mean, it might actually just be somewhere around here. Some Forgotten Ruins. Some Forgotten Ruins. Wait, is that it down there, maybe? Ah, Secluded Pig Farm. Go to the Secluded Pig Farm. There is a dog fighting with angry plants. So now we're looking for a fancy chest, which will have our quest item in it. This is a pretty easy one, too. So if you start in a random village, you might get a village like that one. But yeah, no, I don't blame the village keeper for that village for not liking that fish. I ain't sharing my water with that fish. That fish has plenty of water already anyway. Well, let's look at this Vine Reaper. Well, we get 2,000 XP just for looking at it. We level up, we get 4 hit points, 90 skill points, and a mutation point. It's wrought iron molded to crescent for scything through hides of water vine. It's not great. It's just a fancy Vine Reaper, basically. You notice some ruins nearby. Do you want to investigate? Sure! Iwar Dwelling. I apparently discovered a lair, too. Right, let's go speak with that mayor. Or the legendary glowfish, not the mayor. I've found Slingik, the Iron Vine Reaper. Thank you for your service, Drifter. Our village owes you a debt. For now, please choose a reward from our stockpile as payment for your service. I get another 2,000 XP. Thank you. Symbiotic Firefly. Or a bunch of books. Or a hover sled. So, a hover sled, I think, is a thing that floats behind you that stores your shit. The second one is a pile of books. And the third one is a symbiotic butterfly, or firefly, which I think is a light source. I need to look it up. I want the books. I'm going to take these books. I don't... Oh, jeez. Well, I found a goat folk village. My bad. Okay, I'm outie. I just summoned a bunch of black holes into their village. Sorry! All right, so... This is one of my favorite characters in the game, right here. We'll speak with them another day. Also one of the best quest lines in the game. Let's read some books, shall we? The Mimic and the Madpole. It's a pretty hefty set of books. Humanoid mimicry of animals and plants. An ETA Earthling Canto. 1. Once the Earthling peered across the vast ocean of sand and asked why, across the clustered cosmos, are mollusk civilizations most common? Ita smiled in patience. You speak mistakenly, but your mistake is cousin to the truth. It's correct that when geonauts dredge fossils from the ribbon of endless Earths, the shells of whalefolk are numerous, as to appear prosaic. But their prevalence isn't owned by their dominance, only the calcium of their shells, which decomposes less quickly than the gelatin of their peers, and the silt of their watery hearths, which gathers in soft eddies and shrouds, and there remains like a bed cloak. Do well and abide this truth, Earthling. The present is but one vista to the past. 2. Once the Earthling stared at the garden snail and asked, is consciousness real or merely an illusion? And Etta smiled in patience. Imagine an autumn breeze unlatching an acorn from its branch and casting it into a river. Does the acorn fall to the left or right bank? The Earthling frowned. If it landed in the river, then the answer is neither, or rather, the answer is between. Etta let the moment pass before continuing. Take care to not erect prisons out of your words, Earthling, lest you confine yourself from enlightenment's reach. Yes, no, this is a written book. Three. The Earthling held a pitosaur, or a pitosaur bone? It's dinosaur bone, in their hand and mused. What poor creatures. They roamed their planet in sovereignty for millions of years, and yet now only through their dusty skeletons do they remain. Netta responded, the pitosaur might speak with the same pity of the Earthlings, who prospered for but a tenth as long as its people had, and who wrongly imagined themselves above the fields of ruin. It's silent? You're probably right, Nomad. The Earthling put down the Hore tome and asked, why across the clustered cosmos and despite their venerable ages have no civilizations of the coven attained consulate knowledge or reached final enlightenment? And Etta smiled in patience and said, I sometimes forget that your people know not of the Mordor. Or Mordor, yes. The Earthling was intrigued and said, what is this door you speak of? Etta answered, the Mordor is the threshold beyond which a civilization ceases its quest for erudition. Erudition? I'm definitely mispronouncing that. And having lost the motivation to make further inquiries. It's natural to assume that the door lies at the end of the path of knowledge, but in fact, the door is reached far sooner. Running 2 fingers over the holes of a flute, the Earthling mused thusly. When I read a book of tales, or watch a photoplay, or listen to the flattening melody of a flute, my heart sings to its rhythm, at least for a time. My mind is lost to the truth it conjures inside me. Might it not be that the very waking world is another such conjuration, but a dream that distracts me from the hushed place I truly inhabit? Netta let several moments pass before answering, that, in terms you seek, we cannot know. But the answer is undoubtedly yes. For what is an experience but a simulacrum of an older experience? And what are our realities, if not themselves approximations of a truer reality? Kind of like DF Legends. What is Caves of Cut about? Well, I'm reading a book right now, so this isn't really the game. This is just lore. What is Caves about? Caves of Cud is a hyper-post-apocalyptic, psychedelic deconstruction of our psyche from the perspective of somebody who has absolutely no idea what the fuck they're doing. That's what Caves of Cud is. It's a traditional roguelike turn-based RPG that is brutally difficult and will kill you in a turn if it decides to, where you can lose dozens of hours of progress in a couple seconds. But it's also one of the best games I've ever played. It's nothing like Dwarf Fortress, really. But scratches the same itch, I suppose. After reading the history of Iota Draconis, a light sculpture, the Earthling, exclaimed, "Curious! Each hypaction bears a glassy protrusion from its left cervical. What is its function?" Etta paused and then answered, "Truly the nearest meaning in your language is friend." I don't know. I generally like Esper's Brain Fist. I like fun abilities. That's just a book. This is the actual game. I'm that white thing down there. Let's cook with a dram of cider and some vine wafer sheaf and some honey. Why not? Yeah, let's just do cider and honey. Let's do cider and honey for a meal. It's 1 to 5 quickness plus 3 saves versus disease. It's not bad. Who likes you? I love it when people are just like hated by hermits for some reason nobody remembers. I don't think the cider's alcoholic in this. I think it's just brewed apples. And when you finally went mad, I did that once. I have that achievement. Which is the do it you won't or whatever. Although there's a lot of achievements that I should have in this that I don't because I've added them since I've done them. The important question is, have you found psst? I've killed a tri-sludge, you know. Good game. I ate an entire bear. One of the best achievements in a video game. Just eat a whole bear. Why? Kill a bear. Eat it. Do it. All right. Let's drop that book off at the library, as well as the other random ones that I have. $3,600 XP for that one. Damn, dude. I'm pretty sure I've done what you need to do to get that achievement, but I also think I got it before it was added. Pretty sure I've done it. If blinking out of existence is exactly the blinking out of existence I'm thinking of. Let's grab Weak Spotter. Really wish I could toss one into this. I've got so much fucking psychic glimmer, it's not even funny. Yeah, I've got that. More ruins? This game's so good at just distracting you with random ruins. No matter where you go, there's random ruins. Always random ruins. Just zapping plants, don't mind me. I wonder if there's anything in there. I would like to know if there's something in there. I'm gonna go over there and disintegrate in a sec. What? I mean, that's part of the reason I like the Esper runs, is high ego. High ego and just piss off the intergalactic Time Lords and just be like, come fucking fuck me up. You won't. Ah, come on, really? I just broke something. What did I break? Oh, probably not. Oh, I destroyed trash. Trash is broken. Did I not, like, even damage this wall? Okay, I did damage it. Just gotta wait 45 turns. Disintegrate. Okay, so turns out there is nothing in there, and I am very disappointed. What is that? I destroyed something in my inventory and dumped a bunch of honey on the ground. Actually, hold on, did I? Oh, no. Oh, no, I just need to empty out my beehive. There we go. All right, let's, God, there's so many goddamn ruins. I'm trying to go back. Palladium Zone Iwar. Oh, statues. Fucking annoying critters everywhere. What's the statue? I might just look at the statue and saw it off. On the night of the full moon in Kiganga, a healthy child was born to the Sultan at Havishchan. At the moment of her birth, the famous geologist completed her work on a legendary gemstone, and in celebration, the people cried out in joy, and the babe was named Noxaram, but the people called her Gemstone Born. A ruinous experience. You're fucking... Wait. Fucks. I'm outie. I found another village. I was gonna go start the... How do I unlock this? F1 there. It's a gel mushroom warden. I found a mushroom town, Chad. It's a warden. I don't know how it protects the town. It just sits there and shits out gel. Okay, well, we found another village. Glyphs inscribed into the ancient stone are refracted into the present. Since the time of the declared Axfolk, the clairvoyant have flocked together inside the sanctified walls of Darkwass. As the gospel of the clairvoyant spread, the folks herded in droves to the village of Darkwass. I think this is a horse village? Yeah, it seems to be it. Also sentient plants here. Can you recruit a mayoral weep? I don't know. I've never tried. I would assume so. I don't think they follow you. Like, there's no way in hell they'd follow you, right? Right? Like, how would they? You know, it's funny. I don't know how many people are new here, but, like, I'm kind of known on the internet for making Dwarf Fortress tutorials. And I have people ask me all the time, they're like, could you do Caves of Cud tutorials? I'm like, no fucking idea what's happening in this game half the time. How would I do that? I just stare at the wiki and pray. It's like, I'm just sitting here crossing my fingers and going, fuck, I hope I'm not screwing up. The shrine depicts us an event from the life of the ancient Sultan, Noxram. And I've beaten all of the content up until the new stuff. So, in 5578 BR, Noxram appointed a corrupt administrator as the minister of Kigana, and she mandated the association with fish. Noxram's name. Okay. Shit your pants and dive in. I suppose. Well, I'm gonna go speak with the mushroom. The gelatin mushroom. Stay out of trouble, adventurer. Which, by the way, their leafy lobes lush and dampen with liquid. Not either, both. Yes, die over and over and over. The way I finally learned this game actually was just by sucking up my own pride and turning on roleplay and just beating everything with the wiki. After like 150 hours of like barely getting out of like Red Rock. It's literally 5 versions out of date. Yeah, because I update it once a fucking week. It's like, come on, stop. Hey, nice. This warden is a fungal weep, yes. The workaround here, talk to that person in the east. Okay, well, obviously. Let's go talk to the other plant. I mean, this is a legendary seed-spitting vine. May the earth yield for us this season, damn right. He looks around warily and whispers, "By the sheathed buggy friend, might I say, I have a secret ploy I'm setting into motion. I need someone to go to Iwar Borok and drink from the sacred clay jug there. No, I cannot tell you why, but what do you think? I will compensate you for your work. Speak to no one about this." So there was one time I got a random quest, and it was the first quest I got in the game, because I started at a random village. Hey, Gate Nerd, what up? The quest was literally just, I need someone to enter the Iron Maiden at this town. Spoilers. If you walk into an Iron Maiden in this game, you die. It kills you. So it's like, I need you to go kill yourself. And I did. My game, I still don't know what he would have given me for that quest. I wouldn't have done it if I was anything but level 1. But it's like, I need someone to enter this Iron Maiden. A sacred clay jug. I committed to the bit. All right, so let's go chug someone's wine. Okay, so where do you need me to go? Holy Jesus. Travel to Iwar Borok. Okay, where's that? Some Forgotten Ruins. Iwar. Agashur. Amur. Ghana. Tapur. All these noted locations. Some Forgotten Ruins. Medium Iwan. Could be this. Iwar Borok, is that it? Yep, there, found it. Okay, well, it's just some ruins. Fucking, of course there's. Oh, hey, there's a chest right there. Oh, no. Well, I do. There's a weird cloaked figure here to zappy my brain, but it's okay. I deflect it back at you. Get fucked, nerd. All right. Ooh, cracked lens. Take those and eat myself out of there. Some more ruins, of course. Of course. I highly doubt that. The insulted part. All right, let's do the zip and eat around. Ow! frickin' angry turtle? What if I just walked away from it? What do you think it's gonna do now? It's gonna walk away from the irritable tortoise. That was the joke? Okay. What's the best thing ever when you just see an irritable tortoise in this game? It's like, oh no, whatever will I do? I shall walk away swiftly. I'm looking for a fancy jug. An interesting ruin. Oh, a purpose, 82nd edition. And slate gray metal. Ooh, it's an illuminated book brought to rest upon its torso. We'll take a look at it. Illuminated. This book is adorned with decorative marginalia, and it's worth 30% more. So it's a more valuable book. Never seen a show? They put on a good show. They're not all the brightest boys, but they put on a good show. I quite enjoy their show. Oh, there we go. Quest item. Sacred clay jug. I love how it's like, I need to drink. It's not owned by you. Do you want to drink from it? Yep. I'm now quenched. Get 1,000 XP for drinking some wine. It's the best kind of XP. And then I'm going to collect the liquid. I'm just going to take the rest of it. Naturally. I'm famished, though. That's a problem. Choose ingredients to cook with. Nah, let's, oh, I'm inspired. Okay. I don't really have anything new to cook with, though. Let's cook from a recipe. Never mind, I'm just gonna whip up the meal. Let's finish auto-exploring. No, not at all. I've seen the screenshots that, Unnormal's posted on Twitter, but that counts. Whenever there's a new region, I'm always scared shitless of going there until I'm, like, endgame geared. No, this is really, like, the first run I've done since that update. Because I've been so busy with Dorfort for a while. But we're slowly creeping towards it. Crocodile. Oh, no! Alright. Let's go. Some more ruins nearby. Would you like to investigate? I really just need a teleporter. That'll just teleport me back to that town so I stop getting distracted by these goddamn ruins everywhere. That's kind of terrifying. It's a mimic. Very tough. I'm just gonna know when I'm outmatched and just get the fuck out. Legendary seed-spitting vine. Let's go speak with you. Tell you that I drank the wine. I've drank from the sacred clay jug. I also brought the rest if you want some. And he says, our thanks, traveler. Our village owes you a debt, but for now, please choose a reward from our stockpile as payment. Heart. Grah! There is no astronomical. Volume, big number. And then the tongue which will, heirlooms of Cud, and 3P, and was succeeded. A symbiotic butterfly, or a bunch of grenades. I just want the books. Nope. Everything except for the named ones. All right, chat room. I've been streaming for 10 hours. I'm hungry. There will be more CUD where this came from. Asked this already, but then the dog needed a walk, so you don't know if it was answered. Is there a final goal to this game? There is credits. There is a quest line that you follow. Currently, the quest line wants me to do this. So, more than a willing spirit, travel to Golgotha, travel to the Great Cave at Great Gate, north of Great Gates, find the dysfunctional Wade Droid, repair the Raid Droid. Then they send me somewhere else, then they send me somewhere else. Yeah, it's very much a, it has a like main quest line, but there's lots of distractions as I've been doing for the last 35 minutes.